Good day everyone. Ngayon ang pag-aaralan natin ay ang last part ng accounting cycle, yung tinatawag na reversing entry. So, what is a reversing entry? Reversing entry is the last step in the accounting cycle. Reversing entries or reversing journal entries are journal entries made at the beginning of an accounting period to reverse or cancel out adjusting journal entries made at the end of the previous accounting period. These entries are optional because accountant can still record the accruals and deferrals without error if the accountant can correctly remember the adjustments made in the prior period and correspondingly adjust the subsequent entries related to those adjusting entries. Reversing entries are made because previous year's accruals and prepayments or deferrals will be paid off or used during the new year, so that there will be no double recording of expense or income. The expense or income in the previous year's adjustment will not be recorded as income and expense of the subsequent year if the adjusting entries are reversed. So, anong ibig sabihin nito? Ang haba, ano? So, ang ibig lang sabihin yan, optional ito. Kasi, pwede namang i-adjust ng accountant yung kanyang entrada sa susunod na period. So, reversing entry presupposes or ibig sabihin ng reversing entry, meron kang prior period. Kung new yung business, wala kang reversing entry kasi wala kang i-reverse na prior period adjusting entries. So, ang i-reverse natin dito yung adjusting entries or recording of internal transaction. Kasi itong internal transaction na to ay walang source document. Darating pa lang yung source document niyan sa subsequent period. Pero ina-accrue na natin kasi accrual basis tayo. Nire-recognize na natin yung expense or income for the period. So, sa susunod na period, kailangan i-adjust mo yon kapag natanggap na yung resibo. Sa kung ano talaga, yung para sa nakaraang taon at para sa kasalukuyang taon, kung wala kang reversing entries. Pero kung meron kang reversing entry, i-record mo na lang yung transaction as it is. Kung magkano ang nasa resibo na expense, i-record mo na yon ng buo. Dahil nakapag-reverse ka na. Ang purpose kasi ng reversing entry ay burahin mo yung record nung prior period. At maging ang marirecord mo na lang ay for the current period. Yun ang purpose ng reversing entry. Para hindi ka na mag-isip, itong resibo na to, para ba to sa taon na to o meron ditong para sa nakaraang taon. Kung nag-reverse ka, diretso mo na lang i-record yun kung paano mo dapat i-record. So, there are only 4 types of adjusting entries that need to be reversed in the following year. So, ito yon: accrued income, accrued expense. So, these are accruals, no? Accruals. And then we have the unearned revenue using income method and prepaid expense using expense method. So these are deferrals. Advance payment and advance collection. So kapag advance payment and advance collection, anong gagawin natin? So kung advance payment yan at advance collection, yung income method lang at saka expense method lang ang i-reverse natin. Yung asset method and liability method, hindi na natin i-reverse. Bakit? We're going to answer that in the illustration. So, what are the benefits of using reversing entries? Number 1, it greatly reduces the chance of double counting revenues or expense. Kasi, na-reverse mo na, hindi ka na hindi na madodoble kung sakaling makalimutan ng accountant kung magkano talaga yung na-adjust niya sa prior period. Minsan nakakalimot yung accountant. Di madodouble. Kasi na-record na nung prior period, ma-re-record pa uli ngayong current period. It allows for more efficient processing of the actual invoices that will be processed in the subsequent accounting period. Hindi na mag-iisip. So, magiging efficient ka, dire-diretso yung trabaho mo. Now, yung pangatlo, maintains consistency of the use of methods in recording transactions. So, ito para dun sa deferrals. Kasi, pag deferrals, you choose method. You can choose between asset method or expense method in recording advance payment of expenses, or you can use the liability method or income method in recording the advance collection of income. Let's take an example here. Kunyari, ang salary expense payable to the employee will be 5,000. Pero, yung portion niyan is for 2019 and a portion is for 2020. Kasi tignan natin kunyari the employee is paid on a weekly basis. So yung employee yung end of the year, December 31, kunyari pumatak ng Miyerkules, edi yung Huwebes, Biyernes, Sabado, kung kasama yung Sabado, para sa 2020 na yon. Babayaran yan sa 2020 kasi hindi naman magbabayad dahil nag-end yung period, hindi naman magbabayad yung employer or yung business dun sa employee ng 2,000. Magbabayad yun at the end of the week, 5,000. So, itong 5,000 na to composed of 2,000 for the December days and 3,000 for the January days. So magkaibang accounting period yon. So, gagawa tayo ng adjusting entry for the reports of 2019. I-recognize na natin yung expense natin dahil accrual basis tayo, hindi pa man natin binabayaran yung 2,000, i-recognize na natin yung expense. I-record na natin yung expense na yan. So, magkakaroon tayo ng, tong araw na to, dapat dito to. Itong salaries expense na to, na-record na yan sa income summary account. Kinlose na natin yung 2,000 na yan sa income summary account, di ba? Naging part na yan ng financial statement ng year 2019. So, on 2020, i-reverse natin yan. Buburahin natin yung utang kasi wala naman talaga tayong utang. At buburahin natin yung expense dahil na-close na yan sa income summary. Kaya pag dumating yung pag nagbayad tayo ng salary sa empleyado, i-debit na natin lahat yung salary expense. At i-credit natin yung cash. Why? Kasi ni-reverse na natin tong salary expense Pagpasok nitong expense na to sa expense account, meron na kagad nakakredit doon na 2,000. So, ang matitira lang doon ay 3,000, which is the actual expense for the current period. Nabura din naman natin tong accounts payable. So, walang problema dyan. Parehong burado yan dahil wala naman talagang ganyang transaction. Ngayon, nag-accrue lang tayo. Ang problema na lang natin, yung salaries expense, kasi darating yan. Babayaran natin yan ng 5,000. Magkano dun sa 5,000 ang para sa 2020 at sa 2019? Dahil nilagyan na natin ng credit na 2,000 yung ating salary expense, pagpasok ng 5,000 salary expense, for the current period, ang papasok lang ay 3,000. Clear? Okay, we go to the next, without reversing entry. Ito, walang reversing entry. So, same. You record nag-accrue ka. Debit salaries, expense, credit, ang salaries payable. Hindi ka nag-reverse ngayon. Ito ngayon, anong mangyayari? Hindi mo to ni-record. Ito, hindi mo ginawa. Ang mangyayari ngayon, pag magbabayad na ng salary ang business, iisipin mo ngayon, meron kang ginawang adjustment noon na nag-record ka ng expense na 2,000. Therefore, hindi mo na i-record yan ngayon. So, ang i-record mo na lang ay 3,000. At nag-credit ka ng accounts payable noon. Therefore, buburahin mo yung accounts payable na yan at i-debit mo ngayon. Ang magiging entrada mo ngayon ay ganito. Salaries expense, 3,000. Salaries payable, 2,000. At credit cash. Dahil wala kang reversing entry, mag-iisip ka pa. Babalikan mo pa yung adjustment mo nung prior period. Which is not efficient kasi instead na magre-record ka na lang ng tuloy-tuloy, babalik ka pa dun sa record mo ng December 31 kung may adjustment ka nga ba dyan sa transaction na yan. Okay? I hope you understand this discussion. Ito yung medyo tinatamad na tuloy i-explain ng mga teacher kasi optional na. Mahirap pang ipaunawa sa mga bata. So, sinasabi na lang na optional. Pero yung discussion, hindi ganun kaliwanag kung bakit. So, ito yung para sa accrual. Para hindi ka na mag-iisip at babalik doon sa previous adjusting entry mo. Sa pagre-record mo ng current period payment. Yan. Kasi hindi mo pa naman talaga binayaran noon. Nag-recognize ka lang ng expense. Ngayon, magbabayad ka na. Magkano sa babayaran mo ang para sa 2019 at magkano para sa 2020? Pag-iisipan mo yan kapag wala kang reversing entry. Okay. So, we are going to discuss the reversing of entries in deferrals. Kanina, accrual. Ngayon, deferrals naman. Ito yung advance collection of income or advance payment of expense. We're going to take the example of the advance payment. So, pag advance payment of expense, meron kang option to use expense method or asset method. Pagka ang dinebit mo ay expense account, then that becomes an expense method. Kung ang ginamit mo naman ay prepaid account, prepaid, then that becomes asset method. So, kapag expense method lang ang ginamit, tsaka natin i-reverse. Kapag asset method or prepaid yung account na ginamit, hindi na natin yan kailangang i-reverse. So, pag expense method, dinebit mo yung expense, kinredit mo yung cash. February, kunyari, ito ay example ng rental for the whole year na binayaran noong February 13. So, at the end of the year, may sobra kang 2,000. So, meron kang sobrang 2,000 at the end of the year. You're going to make an adjustment. You debit the prepaid rent kasi yun yung prepaid mo. And you credit the expense for 2,000. Bali, ang matitira mong expense ngayon ay 24 naka-debit, diba? At magke-credit ka ng 2. Ang mapapasok sa income summary natin ay 22,000. Ito ang mare-record as expense for 2019. So, itong 2,000, so yung income, yung expense natin noong 2019 na 24 ay may matitirang 2,000. I-reverse natin ngayon itong adjusting entry na to para maibalik siya sa tamang method. Kasi pagka ganito ang itsura, ang ka-debit ang prepaid rent, magiging mukhang asset method yan. Eh, expense method ginamit natin eh. So, we have to debit rent expense and credit prepaid rent para mabura tong prepaid account at manatiling expense ang naka-debit. Dahil yun ang method na ginagamit natin. So, pag nagbayad ulit tayo for the whole year on the subsequent year, kunyari, February 15, nagbayad tayo 2020 ng 24,000 ulit para sa whole year, ang ide-debit na lang natin ay 24,000 at i-credit natin yung cash. Kung ano yung talagang transaction na may document, yun na yung i-record natin as it is. Kasi meron tayong reversing entry. Now, we go to the one without reversing entry. So, meron tayong rent expense na 24,000. In-adjust natin. Nagkaroon tayo nitong entrada na to. Nagka-debit tayo ng prepaid rent at credit rent expense. Ngayon, magbabayad ulit tayo ng isang taon. Wala tayong reversing entry. Magbabayad ulit tayo para sa isang taon. Eh, meron tayong rent expense na naka-credit eh. So, hindi na totoo na ang rent expense natin ay 24,000. Kasi meron tayong talagang sobra na 2,000 na rent expense. So, idadagdag natin. So, magiging 26,000 na instead of 24,000. Tapos, itong prepaid rent natin, buburahin natin. Kasi hindi naman pwedeng meron tayong prepaid rent and at the same time, meron tayong rent expense. So, buburahin na natin yung prepaid rent na yan. So, magiging debit natin rent expense 26,000, credit prepaid rent to remove the prepaid rent and to bring back to the correct balance yung rent expense natin, and then we credit cash. So, mag-iisip ka pa eh, mag-a-analyze ka pa ng todo kapag wala kang reversing entry, which is nagiging inefficient ka dahil nag-spend kang too much time thinking. Pero kung may reversing entry ka, wala, record ka na lang ng record sa susunod na taon, hindi ka na mag-iisip, hindi ka na mamomroblema kung ano-ano nga ba yung in-adjust mo noong 2019. So, yun yung purpose ng reversing entry. Para hindi ka na mag-iisip on the subsequent year kung ano-ano nga ba yung mga adjustments na ginawa mo on advance payment using expense method and advance collection using income method. I hope you get this one. So, this ends our discussion on the whole accounting cycle. I would like to cite the references that I've used in the presentation of this video. So, ito yung malaking tulong talaga sa paggawa ko ng mga video na ito. These are my references. Thank you sa mga authors nitong lessons na to. And also, I'd like to thank St. Augustine most of all, and God, of course, for guiding me in the presentation of this video. Thank you, Lord, for making me qualified to do the job. Thank you, St. Augustine, for all your prayers, for making all these things possible. I would like also to give special thanks to my students in PUP who helped me prepare the PowerPoint presentation. Bea, Janina Bantigue, Maxine Alain Ong, Irene Gonzalez, and J. Mark Valeria. You did a good job. And this is what you have made for all of us. Maraming natulungan at matutulungan itong presentation na ginawa natin. God bless and thank you for the opportunity of sharing my knowledge with you. Thank you.